by the way, if you're just joining us, this is Normal Illinois. It's a story about a team of monster hunters in a small Midwestern college town. These fools are playing the monster hunters. I'm the fool playing the dungeon master, or the keeper, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, you guys, you did all that. You went to the punk show. You talked to Amy. You learned about the Animal Freedom Militia group. The AFM, you learned that their whole thing is freeing captured monkeys from, like, the zoo and other places, which is obviously suspicious and ties in with what's been going on so far in the mystery. They were going to go to the zoo and do a hit that very night, and you guys did talk to Amy and the leader of the group, Robin, in the parking lot, if you remember. And then they left to go do their zoo thing, to go let the monkeys out of the zoo. Also, I think we learned that you were being watched. You guys didn't learn, but we, the players, learned, not you, the characters. Learned that there was a chimp watching you. Or was it an ape?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a chimp watching you in the parking lot. Then that chimp turned back up. You were driving through the woods, almost back to your base. This is how we ended. And a chimp jumped down from the trees in the road. Roboticized arm and all, and stopped your car. You guys, like, had a face-off in your headlights, if you remember. And Markar's used his, Eric used his, you guys with the fucking E-names. I can never remember. I have to look every time. Eric with his awesome Men in Black car shot a net out of the grill and, like, fully disabled the first chimp, if you guys remember. And that's still the case. Like, another chimp came down and drug it away, but the one he was dragging was, like, it is not going to be, you know, intact anytime soon. It was literally carrying the other one. I think your net was, like, electrified too. It was like a stun net, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that really, like, shorted out all of its, you know, cybernetics and stuff. It appeared. And then you all elected to leave your car on the side of the road and run into the woods in the night to track these robotic chimps to wherever it is that they are heading. I think that's where we left off. Also, just to remind you, last session, we found out that in Game World, it's nighttime. Tomorrow is graduation. Don't forget that at the university.
All right.
All right.
I need that sound bite queued up, y'all. 1 second here. Let me just take a look at my book. Awesome. All right, so we see you running through the woods. We pick up. It's dark. The woods are fairly lush and hilly and full of briars and thorns. It's not easy traveling. I'm sure you guys have, like, flashlights at very least, probably from the car. So at least there's that. Are you, like, full out sprinting to track these things?
Yeah, I think we're
I would
probably
say so.
not, maybe not sprinting, but I think we're definitely hoofing it.
Who's leading?
Definitely,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, just above, definitely above a stride, you know, just
Okay. Who's leading this? Who was the first of you that was like, fuck it, and just, like, went into the woods, and then everyone else followed? Did we cover that? If not, one of you can just say, I think my character would probably do that.
I remember kind of deciding that we're like. I remember saying, "Yeah, I think we're going in."
True, and also Ecto, with your floating capabilities, since you are a ghost, the woods is not tripping you up at all. So it does make sense that you're, like, just floating out in front of the party, I think.
Yeah.
You do see the chimps, because the chimp is carrying the other one, it is not moving very fast. Like, you're having a pretty easy time following, the noise, like the leaf litter and branches that are falling, it's, like, leaving a trail of that. And, you know, you get glimpses of it in the moonlight, like, swinging between a tree here and there. It does throw you for a loop a couple times, but eventually you find it. Hey, Alma, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Let's see here. Let me make a roll. Okay, so the woods comes out on the opposite side to a little like edge of the university, or like not the main campus, but like they have a little kind of side campus here on this east side of town. It's just one quad and a few university buildings. Pretty soon, as you guys run through this dark forest, the chimp like descends down through the trees, very loud. He almost like falls. He's not having an easy time traveling, this robo chimp, even though he's crazy strong with his robotic arm. Obviously, this other one's dragging him down, and he comes into full view now, and he is just like all fours, you know what I mean, running across this like grass quad into this group of like this circle of university buildings that makes kind of this open courtyard. He has the other one just drug behind him with one hand, like dragging him through the grass. Like this is kind of your chance to catch him, I think. But I don't know if you can do it just by running, but you have like a clear shot, or if anyone has any clever ideas, you know, he's out in the open. What do you do?
I think I can just take my chances here and just take a shot at him. And just pull out pistol, kneel down quickly to get a better shot, aim, and let loose.
Love it. If that's the case, you're gonna roll act under pressure, which I do believe is a cool roll.
That sounds right.
Act under pressure. If you get a 9, the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay. So, your gun, your shot, does not hit the ape that's running away. You barely misfire. I mean, he's running. It was a really good shot, but it hits the ape that he's dragging in the net.
Man.
He stops for a second. He looks at it. He shakes the ape in the net. The chimp in the net. It does not move. He just like pushes him to the ground, the one remaining robo ape, and he turns and just runs into the campus. He like climbs up a light pole and just jumps up on top of a building and disappears.
Shit.
You could probably track him, but now with the buildings and him on top and not holding the other ape, it was quite easy for him just to be gone in like 5 seconds. However, the other ape in the net just lies in the grass quad. There's no one around, luckily, but your shot rang out, Eric. You would assume people will be here soon.
Yeah. We gotta grab the ape and probably get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to this like just pile laying in wrapped up in your electro net, which isn't electrified at this point anymore. It's run out of juice. And it's a little sad. You walk up, you realize this ape is not dead. It's just injured. You shot it in the leg. And it looks up at you, and you see just like a glimpse of humanity in its eyes, Eric. Like a tear runs down its cheek. And then you see like the headset earpiece thing like spark, and its eyes, like pupils just grow wide, and the humanity just disappears from it immediately. And it starts like, ah! Ah! Just like screaming at you.
It starts peeking its microphone.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's good. I love that.
That was really funny. All right. Well, I mean, it's still stuck in the net.
Yep.
So we just
It's not fighting back.
drag the thing out of here.
Yeah, it's fully incapacitated. So you are able to like, it kind of goes from screaming to just like protesting and grunting, and you get into the car and put it in the trunk, and it quiets down. Other than an occasional thud back there. You guys hop in the car. You head back to the base now, or are you gonna let the other chimp go?
As much as I would love to like stay and track down the other chimp, the security at the very least will be coming to investigate the gunshots, and
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if we
kinda
want to get
thought that
caught
one.
again. Yeah.
Okay.
We maybe like should do something about the other chimp eventually because graduation's tomorrow, and I think that we probably don't want him like around for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good thought.
Yeah, we gotta do something about it for sure.
Yeah, somebody could definitely like get mauled to death.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, you guys get in the car and you head back then, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
That's very cool.
Yes.
It's very late at night now. It's like 3 in the morning. You get back to the mansion. You go on your secret entrance into your cellar laboratory. And you guys are all exhausted. You put the chimp in the holding cage with the little monkey that you have. And they both just do chimp and monkey things in their little cage. And all of you crash out on the closest couch or, lab stool or whatever it is. What do? Do you guys just go to bed, wait till tomorrow, or do you want to work through the night?
I think I'm restless. I think I end up working through the night because I'm just too worried about everything going on, all the possibilities. Nothing seems wrapped up at all, so
Yeah. Do you have a police
Yeah.
scanner, do you guys think?
I think we would have a police scanner, probably. We know that I have a ham radio, at least. However, I'm on bad terms with my ham radio friends.
True.
I think we should keep an eye on, the police radio waves to see if anything goes down at the zoo tonight or early tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, well, you pretty quickly after you get back, you guys sit down for 20 minutes, and there's a little police chatter, just normal kind of shit, though. And then you get that emergency call, a scared cop voice yelling over a radio through static and the hooting of faraway chimps in the background. He's yelling something like, "An entire swarm! They let them out! They're fucking everywhere! We got 2 cars crashed!" He's just screaming in the radio. So there's definitely an emergency going on at the zoo.
yeah, I figured that would probably happen.
What are we
I mean,
gonna do about that?
You guys,
do we go and get involved in that?
that's up to you guys. You are so close enough to the main road, which the zoo is also on. You hear all the cop sirens just flying by a few minutes later. All the cops are coming.
Oh my god.
My heart weeps for those innocent monkeys that will inevitably be put down.
Oh no. What are we gonna do about that? Oh my god.
How does one take down a mass outbreak of monkeys?
Could request some equipment from the agency. Maybe we can get some tranquilizer rifles or something.
There you go. That's a thought.
Let's see. See if we can get some animal riot equipment if they have any on hand.
Yeah.
Do you think tear gas would affect a monkey and make it stop, or do you think it would just make it angry?
Can we get those big padded sleeves that police dog trainers wear, and just wear those and just pick them up? Do you think?
That's a really fun solution.
Some body armor, yeah.
Man, I'm lost, guys. I don't know how
We
we
do have
tackle
an
this.
armory.
Yeah, well, so
True.
here's a couple threads, meta-wise that you guys could follow. You can go, obviously, deal with the monkeys that are being let loose in the zoo and the police and the animal liberation group. You can continue trying to track your chimp. You can do more research here to try and get another lead if you want something else to track down. You could always go to the house of one of the scientists that was involved with Dr. Beech, one of the professors. You have Noble and what was the other guy, Holt?
Nolan Holt, yeah.
Yeah, Noble and Hole.
You can go check out their house. This is 4 in the morning, so again, you can always choose just to go to sleep and check things out in the morning. You don't have to act immediately. What other threads do we have that you all can follow? I mean, you could investigate more of the theft sites on campus. You can investigate the steam tunnels. Those are all things, kind of clues you have. Also, Amy Pritchard is not home right now.
We could break in.
If you want to do evidence collection illegally.
I am curious about Amy's relationship So obviously we know that she's involved with the AFM, but like we don't know what her relationship to the actual mechanically engineered monkeys is. We brought the doctors up to her and she played dumb. She said she didn't know what we were talking about. She didn't know anything about the professors.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering if it's like a bridge burn situation or if she's still working with them.
Hmm.
There is that. So she's not a student anymore, right? So she wouldn't live on campus. We did get her address from the files, though, I think.
Yeah, you have already been to her house. You know where she lives. You know her house would not be hard to break in as well. She's living in, a rental, college kid rental in a cheaper part of town.
Okay. I'm thinking either that or we could investigate the tunnels, because if their plan is to harness these monkeys, they're gonna need a way to sneak them into campus. If we try to find the tunnels, maybe we can cut them off even before they get there. But then the matter is, what do we do? What do we do about them if we find them?
Yeah, because how many are we dealing with here?
Yeah, seriously.
Possibly even more if they just broke out a bunch more from the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
What are the perks of your Haven, Eli, that you chose? Did you choose Armory?
Yeah, Armory, Lore Library, Infirmary.
So between
Armory.
between Eric and your Armory, I mean, you all could gear up. You don't have to tell me also, because this is more about the story. You don't have to list out every piece of gear you're saying. You just say, we're gearing up. And then when you get there, you say, do we have one of these? I'll say probably yes, unless it's
okay.
Unless it's a mini, like a mini nuke or, something crazy.
That's how
Cat man.
That's the breakdown of
the cricket gun.
Yeah. Here we go. You get him roll for it. You have a stockpile of mystical and monster killing weapons and items. If you need a special weapon, roll plus weird on a 10 plus. You have it, and plenty of it. On 7-9, you have it, but to a minimum. So you can basically. We just say you stock up when you get there. If you need to call for a specific item, something comes up, then you can roll to see if it was one of the things you stocked up on.
Okay, I've got some ideas there.
Okay. I also want to remind you, everyone is technically capable of magic. It's up to you, like, story-wise, if your character is capable of using magic or not, but it's just your weird skill. So keep that in mind. You can straight up do spells if that's something your character can do, or, divining tarot cards, however you want to spin it, but just something else to keep in mind as far as, like,
I think we gear up and go for it, guys.
I think we just raid the steam tunnels and see if we can figure out where their base is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Let's do that.
It's the only sensible way for them to get around campus without being seen.
Exactly what I was thinking.
All right. Nice. Yeah, you guys stock up. We see a montage of you filling duffel bags, packing the whip, secret compartments with grenades, zip ties, anything you can imagine. Probably some more weird, bespoke, kind of weird science type stuff too that, Eric has access to. Then we see all of you in, like, matching, black outfits and black ski masks, ready to head into the night. Each of you with a bag and, like, a gun on your shoulder.
Did you get the schematics for the tunnels, or were we not able to get those?
You can check. Emmett, you have some sort of magic you want to, computer whiz magic you want to try?
We could definitely try. I did try to make contact with one of my internet friends regarding said steam tunnels. I did get blocked, but I can do some independent research.
Yeah, you just try and do a little hacking and deep digging on the dark webs.
Yeah, historical schematics of the school from when it was being constructed. Maybe anything that got swept swept under the rug.
Sure, yeah. So we see you guys, like, flash cut to Eric driving the car, like one-fisted, looking like a badass, sunglasses on. We see you in the passenger seat, Eli, and Emmett, and you're typing away on a little computer console that folds out of the dashboard. In the back, we got Eli like clutching a shotgun, and Ecto, what are you doing? Would you have a weapon? Did you pick up something from the armory? I know you're a ghost, but
I've got some like almost like a bandolier of like traps and stuff on it. That,
I love
We'll
that.
find out what they do once that comes up. Maybe we'll see if I have what I am picturing that I have.
Nice. I imagine you're like checking out the pockets and fiddling with whatever contraptions you have to tune them in. Go ahead and roll an interrogation, Emmett, while this is happening.
Interrogation?
Interrogation. Investigation. Excuse me.
Investigate a mystery. Let's see.
Alma says slow motion sequence. Exactly, Alma, for sure.
I had a 9.
A 9, yes. A 9 is obviously a mixed success, which I believe you get to ask one question. When you investigate a mystery, roll plus sharp. On a 7 through 9, hold 1. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What is being concealed here? Actually, you know what? I think I probably should have had you roll for, what's that other one called? Read a bad situation. Is that the same roll, though? I think it is. Sharp, is that what you rolled?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that instead. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? That's kind of what you're asking, right?
Yeah, let's do what's my best way in there. That's definitely what I want to know.
So you find multiple entrances. You are able to pull up not a full map of the tunnels, but you are able to, on like a university map, find all of the locations and the status of their, like, if they have a locked door or not, because they have electronic locks. Most of them are locked or behind a barbed wire fence, but you do find one. Guess where? On the East Auxiliary Campus, where you bagged your previous chimp. There is one steam tunnel opening, like literally surrounded by bushes on the side of a sidewalk, so no one even really knows it's there. And it's just like a giant manhole with an electric lock on it. But the lock is unlocked right now, or malfunctioning rather. It's not giving a signal to the system, so...
Very nice.
So you head to the East Campus, and we see a boot, flash cut to a boot step out of the whip onto concrete. We zoom up to all you guys standing like, in a line like badasses, ready to go. And that's our slow motion sequence. You slow motion walk to the steam tunnels. Pretty soon you're at the entrance. You pop the lid open, and down below you is just a old industrial metal ladder. Of course, the rungs of the industrial metal ladder painted yellow, so you know that they're interactive.
Yeah.
You head down. It's completely dark in here, but there are old lamps like lining the ceiling. The tunnel is wide enough for like 2 to 3 of you to stand side by side. There are just like conduits running down the ceiling above your head, and there's just like a few inches of clearance. There's very little headroom in here. It is also circular, like it is tunnel shaped for sure. But it's all concrete and industrial looking. You see as the tunnels, go off into the darkness, there's steps in some places, like they go deeper underground, like 4 or 5 steps, here and there. There's some turns. It looks like they split into multiple directions. But the weirdest thing is you can see up ahead, like where it splits off and goes down some stairs. It looks like there are old desks from like the 1920s, like old wooden school desks, with like the slot in them where you could put your books and stuff. Like stacked up in a wall, blocking 90% of the tunnel up ahead of you. Also, it's warm in here. The pipes are giving off steam for sure. It's like humid and sticky. So you kind of walk up to this barricade of desks. You see there is like a little trail up through it, but you have to climb.
Hmm. Looking at this little trail up through the barricade of desks, do we get the impression that anybody's been here recently? Like any tracks or like pushed aside obstacles that look like somebody might have come through here, like within the past several weeks?
Well, you look down at your foot and you notice blood smears and some bones and like a half-eaten severed finger on the ground.
Okay.
Yikes.
Well, yeah.
As well as a lot of it smells like monkey shit in here for sure.
Okay. I think we're definitely like onto something, guys. I think this was a good move.
Yeah, I think we're on the right path.
The tunnel looms dark in front of you. You hear like the pipes just creaking and the hissing of steam. Like it's pretty creepy past the barricade. It looks like old cobwebs, big weird, turn wheels and valves and stuff.
Mm. I have like a watchman's flashlight as one of my weapons, so I whip that out. Swing!
I love it.
I illuminate the way.
All right, you guys climb up through the desks and get to the other side. Give me a moment to tell you
Consider your moment given.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Just to tell you what you see on the other side here. Let's see. All right. So you get over this to the other side of these desks. The tunnel branches off in 4 directions here. This is a 5-way meeting of tunnels.
Oh.
You look at each tunnel. It seems hopeless. You're like, I have no fucking clue where to go. Until you kind of wait a second, your eyes adjust to the darkness. Down like the 2 leftmost tunnels, just 2 of them, you start to notice the laser beams crisscrossing the tunnel all the way down. You can't see the full beams, of course, but you start noticing little sensors, shooting crisscross. The only way to get through would have to do like Catherine Zeta-Jones and slide under them.
Get beneath lasers.
That's right. Catherine Zeta-Jones. She dips beneath lasers. Whoa.
Ah, shit.
So what do you want to do? Try and navigate the lasers? Try and choose a tunnel without lasers and see if you can find a loop around? Try to navigate some sort of back way?
These tunnels, I'm sure, are quite expansive. However, one must make the connection that the area secured with optical lasers has to be in some way connected to our mechanical monkey mastermind. So we could find another way in, or we could find a way to disable the security system or otherwise penetrate the defenses.
Are these lasers that if you touch them they cut you in half, or are they you touch them and it sets off an alarm?
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate test for that.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm a great test for this, as they're probably just gonna go right through me.
True.
Before I worked at the agency, I was a security specialist. I did do a lot of roles as a security guard and stuff like that. Could I make a check to see if I'm familiar with this type of system?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why don't you roll one more time? Read a bad situation.
Got it.
Which is sharp.
Sharp. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hell
Ooh,
yeah.
super success.
Advanced success. Fuck yeah. When you look around, read about situation real sharp on a 10 plus. Hold 3. I'm gonna say hold 3, and yeah, if you use the information, you get a +1 ongoing while the information is relevant. I'm gonna say I'll give you a +2 for the advanced roll.
Okay.
So you have +2 ongoing. So you have to remember that. If what you learn here applies to any future rolls in the next couple scenes, you can add +2 to the roll.
Okay, cool.
And that I'm going to say goes for everyone because it's shared information.
Okay.
Okay.
So you could ask 3 of these questions if you wish, and you don't have to ask them all right now. You can save a couple for like later in the scene.
Let me start by asking some questions here. What is most vulnerable to me?
What's most vulnerable to you? Interesting. At the other end of the lasers, in the leftmost of the two, like you now are just looking at a fork of 2 tunnels. On the left, the other side of the lasers, it like curves off out of view, but at the curve you can see a big rigged up electrical panel that is definitely not original. It has some weird shit going on. You can see even from afar, but you have to get to the other side of the lasers to possibly tinker with it.
Okay. I also want to know, are there any dangers that we haven't noticed? I think that's a good question.
Very good question. Let's see. Yes. The tunnel, like straight down the middle from you, does not have lasers. But you notice now that you really start tuning things in, it doesn't have lasers because it has mines all over the floor and under some of the water. Not like to the point where you couldn't step past them, but you notice like a few tripwires and mines and stuff like that rigged. That actually seems more easily passable. You think that that's kind of the point. People see the lasers and are like, well, I'm not going to go that way, and then you go the other way, and then kapow.
Jeez.
Dear Lord. Someone doesn't want us getting down there.
No, certainly not.
Okay. I'll save my third
Okay.
in case we need that later, but we do have some insight here. We do have the option of somehow disabling that panel remotely. We could shoot it with a gun, ? We could have a small drone pass through the lasers and then operate the panel remotely. We could use some sort of electromagnetic pulse device. So we have options here. We could also explore the other tunnels and just cross our fingers that we don't get booby trapped or mauled by another ape.
I think
I definitely like the EMP situation, maybe.
yeah, I agree.
Seems
Yeah, I think that might
quite
be worth a
prudent.
try.
Seems
We've got all
safest.
kinds of gadgets and gizmos for sure.
Talking about an EMP situation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one way to go.
Did anybody grab the EMP grenades from the armory?
I just look over at Eric.
We collected all of the science. We collected all of the science whenever we left. I called in and was like, yeah, I need all the science.
And pictures of Spider-Man.
Very good. Lauren said my mic was
Yeah,
a little loud. Lauren, is my mic better now? Hopefully. Just realized my mic was turned all the fucking way up, which sucks. But anyway, what do you guys? So you're gonna set off an EMP? Is that the idea?
You do sound better, Charlie.
Damn it.
A little, yeah.
Okay. You didn't sound bad. You just
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's like just
No,
it
certainly not.
It's peaking constantly when the
All right, take it from the top, guys. Start over.
Sounds so much better. Oh my god, so much better. God damn it. I thought I had it turned all the way
Great
down,
roll.
but I had it turned all the way up,
Whoops.
which
Wrong
is
direction.
very frustrating. Okay, sorry. What's the plan now?
So we want to EMP and try to knock these things out and pass through? Or are we trying to EMP the control panel on the other side?
Yeah.
What's this EMP device?
Probably the control panel.
Okay. What's it look like? What's the
Like
device?
a small cube. Probably about maybe 6 inches across.
Nice, like a little
Let's see if we get
tesseract thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We'll tesseract. See if we can if there is a space, like how packed are these lasers, like is there a space that I can, throw it through?
Yeah, I think if you want to make it, if you want to say it's spherical instead, if you rolled it along the floor, I think it would make it under all the lasers.
Or if you rolled it like a
Spherical one?
dice.
Yeah.
Just
Shuffleboard it,
All right, yeah, we can do it. Okay, it is a spherical device. Perhaps a 3-inch radius. There you go.
Nice. Perfect. So yeah, it's you do a little wind up, like a little bowling move where you really like aim it, you know what I mean? You roll the device and
Shuffle the hips.
yeah. You all just stand there in silence, like watching as this thing very slowly and gently rolls. Like it seems like it takes forever, and then it just goes tink and bumps into the wall right below the panel. And you see like a blue holographic light like shoot up and spread out and then pulse out all around you like the shockwave of a bomb, and it flies past you and disappears. And you hear like a goo 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 as everything just like powers down. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
way to go, Sensei. You did great. It's like a full
Sure
strike.
So you still
I've
have
been practicing for years.
you have 2 ways to go. Remember, left or right. What do you guys want to do?
Do we go? Nah, that's probably not a good idea. I was gonna say, do we go 2 and 2 and check both ways? But I don't know how far these go.
I want to breathe deeply, and I want to see which passage smells strongly of monkey shit. Which one has the strongest monkey shit aroma?
All of them.
I'm so glad that I can't smell anything.
All
I
right.
take a moment. I go.
So I don't think it matters that much which way you guys go. Let's say you choose, I don't know, left. But that's the one with the panel.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, I figured
yeah.
the mastermind would want access to his panel, right? So it's probably the one closest to him.
Yep, exactly. So pretty soon you wind through the tunnels for a bit through the darkness. Pretty soon the tunnel opens up into this huge open underground room, and you notice that this is actually part of the university sewer system. You've covered a lot of ground, so you guys feel like you've gone miles. It's this big open industrial looking room, different platforms and catwalks, and like a man-made in concrete like river running into the room, flowing water and running out. You're assuming for water treatment or sewage or something. More tunnels branch off to the right and left, and you guys are pretty high up. You're like up, you come out on a catwalk. The room is like down below you. You have to take some metal stairs down. It straight up looks like some Resident Evil sewers kind of level stuff. And as you walk in, standing on an opposite platform from you is an absolutely massive looking silverback gorilla.
God damn it.
Fully donned in robotic shoulder pads and arms. He has a huge cannon attached to his arms and back. And he just stands there, knuckles down, like he's guarding the exit on the opposite side of the room. And he lets out like a hoo, hoo, as you come in. Hold on, I have a picture I think I can show you guys.
Oh, great.
Oh man.
Let's see. Premium assets, marketplace purchases, Monster of the Week art pack. God, I gotta go so far to find this. The artwork is awesome, though. It really puts an image in your mind. Hmm. Well, never mind.
Use your imagination. Rotate the gorilla in your mind.
Let me see if I can show you.
The
Oh,
my God, is
yeah.
that Winton from Overwatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy shit. Ah.
Oh man.
Wait, crap, Emmett, does that remind you of episode or issue 45 of The Flash?
That totally reminds me of issue 45 of The Flash.
Gorilla Grodd, dude.
Heck yeah.
All right, I'm actually going to draw you guys a little map because after he hoots, he jumps off the platform and starts swinging from steam pipes towards the platform that you guys stand on. I'm actually going to draw you a little.
Good heavens.
Yeah. Draw you a little picture of the room here because battle is coming.
Coming right to us.
There will be battle.
That's right. That is correct. Let's see. Let's draw a picture very quickly. So it's a relatively squarish room, like this.
Mhm.
You are on a platform at the south end of the room. Hold on one sec. Nope. Here we go. Platform's over here. There's like kind of metal catwalk industrial stairs that go down. There's an opposing platform that's a little smaller. That's where the gorilla is. Down on the floor below you is the river. It's basically
Okay, so there is he's separated from us.
There's just like a canal of concrete through the room like that. There's like a concrete walking bridge. It's like 2 people wide. It's got a couple steps up. On either side like this. There's like a smaller concrete pedestal here. It's got a couple steps. And then this one has like a staircase in the front. So there's a lot of like kind of big metal industrial staircases up to these different platforms. Yeah, those stairs are weird. Anyway. Does that give you a basic idea of the room?
Yeah, absolutely.
These 2 platforms are like 20 feet up, so going down these stairs is pretty far.
Okay.
This thing is only like 4 feet tall, this little concrete pad. It's got a bunch of control panels and stuff on it for what look like the steam tunnels and the sewers. And then there are like just pipes crossing the room this way. The exits are like, you guys came in a big door here at the bottom. There's a similar one on the opposite side. And then there's like smaller tunnels here and here that go alongside the canal that leave the room.
All right.
You can put your token where you think you are. This is not like to scale. Like the room is
Right.
a lot bigger than what your token makes it look like. Put out a token. Here we go. This is a funny token. This gorilla's really got a butt on it.
Damn, he's thick.
Yeah.
Kicked up.
He never would have been able to sneak up on you guys. He's dummy thick.
Keeps alerting the guards.
Yeah.
Just hear the clap with every step.
Yep. All right. So this isn't quite like D&D. There's no real rules about how far you can move or who goes first. It's more about what happens in the story. So he jumps up. He starts swinging across the room at you. What do you do as he swings across you, hooting with a terrifying look on his face?
Well, say we get prepared, gang. It looks like it's gonna be a battle again.
Yeah, who does something about it?
I draw my janky 3D printed 9mm pistol.
Hell yeah.
And I say, everybody cover your ears. This is going to be, like, really loud. And I fire a shot at the gorilla in this enclosed concrete room.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the room's pretty big, so it's not terrible, but it is still quite loud. All right. You fire off a shot. Why don't you roll a act under pressure? Cool.
Here I go. Do I get my +2 forward? Or is this not related?
For shooting it, I mean, sure, why not?
Hell yeah.
Nice. Wow, you're rolling really well today.
Light that gorilla up.
How much harm does your weapon do?
2.
What
It
are...
is 2 harm, and it is close and loud.
All right. Yes, it is very loud. It rings throughout the tunnels. A bullet, hits a crack right between its shoulder armor, and the gorilla like almost drops off the pipe for a second, but regains its grip. But it's bleeding now, and it lets out just like this painful wail. And now it's laser focused on you specifically, Emmett. It does not seem to like that gun. Sorry, how much harm again did you say that does?
2.
2. Nice. All right.
2 harm.
All right. It's still swinging towards you. The rest of you can act. What do you do?
So, what is he like hanging onto a rafter that he's swinging on right now?
Yeah, there's like a lot of like pipes running along the ceiling.
Okay.
Like big steam pipes and stuff like that. They're going like this direction. There's a big bunch of them.
Okay.
And then a lot of them like branch off and go either way like this.
Okay.
The pipes are kind of in this configuration, if you can see my ruler.
Yeah. So there's this is gonna be quite a yeah. Yeah, that's a good amount of pipes there. So this is gonna be kind of crazy, and it's some nutty accuracy, but I'm gonna take off one of these things out of my bag here, or my bandolier, and I'm gonna toss it up like a baseball and smack it towards his hand that's grabbing onto one of the rafters. And now I'm gonna have to. One of the traps that I have is like an ecto trap. It's like a green goo trap.
Oh, I love that.
And basically it'll stick whatever it hits to something.
Nice.
So I'm gonna try to get him stuck on the rafter that he's hanging on to, like glue his hand to it pretty much.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so let me ask you though, is this something you get from like your class and your character sheet, or is this from like the armory? You're saying you got something like this?
The ecto trap itself, I want to say, was from the armory. Me hitting it as a baseball, that's kind of a character trait.
Well,
thing.
sure, yeah, I love that. But what are your like attacks? I guess is what I'm asking. What are like the attacks on your sheet called?
Let's see. Let's go through them here.
You should have
Because
picked a couple ghost attacks or something.
What do I look under here?
Let's see. Monster breed, luck, moves. Here you go. Immortal and fly. I guess those are the only two you have right now. Oh no, natural attacks. You have magical force and life drain.
That's right.
So I was just wondering, you're not packaging one of those as this ecto bomb. This is like a kind of
it's a gadget.
Copy. All right, so
roll. Which you did say earlier we might have to roll to see if we even have these things.
Yeah, roll weird. Let's see what you get.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice, dude.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
You have a full bandolier of these. You can keep using these for pretty much the rest of the session if you want.
Fuck yeah.
Not only that, you throw it and it hits him right in the hand, and he immediately stops and swings in place by his one arm, and he starts screaming and tearing at his own hand, like just like.
The big sad gorilla just.
Yeah, now he's just hanging there.
Yeah. All right, he's incapacitated. He's distracted. I don't think Eric has done anything yet, or Eli, right?
Yep, I have. Go ahead, Eric.
Do these like dissolve after a while, or like what's the deal with these?
I would imagine
they're pretty sticky, dude. It's like a glue trap.
We can say you have a solvent that when you're ready, you can.
When we're ready.
Okay.
So we can. I think I'm going to pull out a good old tranquilizer rifle. Came ready for these. We're just gonna. He's stuck there. We could just like load these into him until he's out cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. All right. So you take a shot with your tranq gun.
Yeah.
Nice. This is definitely like some fancy, like slick black tactical looking type weapon, right?
Full on like a sniper rifle, but like full on black with extra sparkly silver pieces for science.
Nice, yeah. Shooting out like a little vial dart kind of thing.
Yes.
Perfect. Love that. Take a shot with roll cool.
Roll cool.
This gorilla is literally charging in at you like full speed. Ooh.
Oh no, Eric.
You can mark luck, or you can take the failure.
I'll take the failure.
Okay.
So it puts me to 5 there.
You level up now, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. You can level up right now. I believe you get to here. I'll tell you exactly what you get to do. Leveling up. Here's a little handout. Improvements. You can improve one of your ratings by 1, or take another move from your playbook. Like you can check mark another thing from your class if you want.
Oh. I guess I'll improve a rating.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and bump 1 by 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and pump up my tough by 1.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go.
Good call. All right, so you shoot, and he, even though he's stuck in place, and ripping at his hand, he's able to like swing just out of the way of the shot. He's kind of swinging and flailing wildly, so you didn't expect him to move like that. The bullet goes by, you hear it pew pew pew, ricochet off some stuff. He turns and looks when he hears the loud gunshot, and he lets out a roar. He stops tearing at his hand for a second, and the cannon on his back like starts to lock on.
Oh god.
Eli, what do you do?
Oh god, I thought you guys had this. Eli, like seeing this cannon start to target, like gets really nervous, and he forces his hands forward and closes his eyes in kind of fear, and wants to try to like use, in a sense you would call it like telepathy, but it's more so like magic to like spin this cannon around so it would fire behind him instead of at us.
Nice.
Interesting.
So you're trying to throw off his targeting system?
Yeah, like trying to use like kind of like a force push concept.
Ooh.
Make sure he can't hit us.
Love that. Okay, sure. So you're doing some magic, right?
Yes.
Roll
Yeah.
a weird. Or
Weird.
I think that's what do magic is. I'm almost certain.
Yeah, it is.
For sure.
Did it roll? Oh, there it is. Mixed success. Okay.
So on an 8. It works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has. So your effects, it can inflict harm, enchant a weapon. I mean, we know what you're doing. You're trying to stop it from shooting you.
Yes.
Trap a specific person, minion, or monster, something similar to that. Glitches. So the effect is weakened. The effect is a short duration. You take 1 harm that ignores armor, but it works. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention. It has another problematic side effect. It will take 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or a minute to cast. The spell requires ritual chanting and gestures. The spell requires you to draw arcane symbols. You need 1 or 2 people to help cast, or you need to refer to a tome of magic. Those last ones don't seem as apt as, like, either you take harm from it.
Yeah, I think in the sense is that it, like, my shift is completely off and he ends up firing directly at me instead of the entire group.
Oh, can I propose something maybe a little different? Like,
Yeah.
I like the idea that you're doing this cool Jedi style force push. You're like locked into it, and he like tries to swing back against it, and it like slides you back across the concrete and like slams you into the wall behind you.
I love it. Well, let's do it.
But you're still holding the spell through all of that. You know what I mean? And then his gun goes off and blasts into some pipes like elsewhere in the corner of the room. Steam starts just like spraying out of the pipe over there, and sparks from broken cables.
So yeah, Eli's just like pushed against the wall and like,
yeah. Mark 1 harm for that.
Hell yeah, I'll take a harm for that.
All right.
Yeah, it was cool.
At this point, he sees that he's kind of helpless, other than his gun, of course, and he just starts hooting and hooting and hooting. And that's when, from like the side tunnel exits that go along the canal here and here, you hear the screeching of many, many monkeys. They sound far away, echoing down the tunnels, but they're coming. He's calling the swarm.
Oh god.
What do you guys do next? He's still hanging there by his gooed up hand. Go ahead.
I look at Eli and I'm like, when did you learn how to do that? I have never seen you do anything like that. And I will look around and I will sort of mimic the gestures that he made and try and focus really hard and also try to use them.
Nice. What's your spell gonna do? Same thing?
So I am looking at the use magic table and I am seeing bar
A place or a portal to a specific person or type of creature. Nice. You want to stop the monkeys from
Yeah.
coming in?
I want to stop the monkeys from coming in. I'm thinking less of placing a monkey repelling charm on this room and more like collapsing the tunnels with my mind.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Has Emmett ever done anything like this? He's just trying to imitate what he saw Eli do, and that's why he's like.
I feel like as a person in his field, he understands that people are capable of doing things beyond what they believe possible. He's never done anything like that himself intentionally,
Nice.
but seeing another person who he believes to be like a regular person do that inspires him to like try.
Yeah, I love this. This is awesome. Roll weird.
Okay. I believe in myself.
I believe in yourself too.
Believe in you.
Do I still get 2 forward? Just a question.
No, I don't think so. Not on this. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think the knowledge of the security systems or the location helps much with doing actual magic. So a 7 is a success of some sort. It works imperfectly. Choose a glitch. It's weekend, short duration. You take 1 harm. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect. I think a problematic side effect might make sense here, since you're collapsing tunnels.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So I mimic the gestures that Eli did, and I focus really hard, and maybe my nose bleeds just a little bit.
Oh, I like
And
it. You have a little 11 moment, like all
Yeah.
the little pebbles on the platform, like pieces of debris and
Start
rock,
floating.
yeah, start shivering and start to float, and then we just like hear the cracking of concrete and the screeching of rebar as it bends. The whole room trembles,
Oh god.
and the tunnel to the canal just like collapses in. But another huge portion of the ceiling like breaks out as well at the tunnel on the opposite side where you want to leave. So you're collapsing, just to be clear, like the right side. I'm gonna say this side of the room, which is where the monkeys are coming from, like down the canal this way.
yeah,
So all this collapses, but some of it collapses in front of the door you guys want to leave as well. Like water is spraying out of pipes. There's hanging cables like in the water, just sparking and electrifying everything. This whole door is like a trap now, essentially, to try and get through.
Holy crap, that was insane. Have you been practicing too?
yeah, I guess so. Shit.
You guys really are freaks.
I'm just staring like wide-eyed at these guys. I like drop my sunglasses like completely slack-jawed. Like, what is this? I
Sorry,
guess the
Master,
division
I'll
doesn't
tell
know
you
everything
about
there
it.
is to know.
I meant to tell you about it. I've been studying a book called Welcome to the Weave. It's an occult book that we found about on the internet once, but it's really hard to get a copy of. But there's like little excerpts that we've been finding, and so I've been studying them late at night.
Love it.
That's really cool. I
I'll
think we should figure out what to do about the giant mechanical gorilla that's still in here with us.
Yeah. During all this talking, you're really actually still in battle. What is let's see, who hasn't gone like this round? Eric and Ecto. I don't think I've done anything yet.
Most of
So
we've
let's
done.
see, what's our situation?
The monkeys were only coming from like one side of the tunnel there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say we're just coming from that one side. So he stopped the flow of the monkeys for now. The gorilla is still very much armed with a cannon, though.
Okay.
Did Eli's, because his was a mixed success, so what ended up happening with the cannon on the shoulder? Because it was aiming over at us, right?
He stopped one shot from hitting you guys already, but
Okay.
now that's over and the gorilla's taking aim again. Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to. Okay, so it's attached. Like, how's it attached to his shoulder? Or like, is it?
It's like built into his back essentially, and then has like a
Built into his
robotic arm that comes up and over the shoulder. Very predator-like, but a little bigger.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pull out a long black strip out of my backpack, or I guess off of my back, really.
Mm-hmm.
Push a button on it. It's going to extend out into a crossbow. I'm going to load up a long crescent moon-like blade onto the end of the crossbow, and I'm going to attempt to either cut off part of the cannon or cut it off from his shoulder.
Nice.
I'm gonna shoot it right at the part and get it disabled.
Sweet, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do kick ass for this roll, which I believe is a
Alright.
tough roll.
Just improve the tough. So let's see how we go.
I'll let you do +1 forward for your gear though.
+1.
10.
Roll it.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, yeah, the gun like shears the cannon off. The gorilla screams as if he felt the pain of it.
All right.
Ecto?
Well, so the cannon's like destroyed now then, right?
Yeah, he's mostly disabled at this point, but I don't know if there's anything you wanted to do to seal the deal or...
Is he hanging over this water?
Yeah.
Can I dissolve the goo and drop him into the water?
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Dunk that
Um,
monkey.
How deep is the water?
It's rushing
Think so.
actually surprisingly fast. And you don't know how deep it is by looking because it's like dark, but it's running fast, so you assume it's not super shallow.
Okay, I think I look over at Eric because Eric has this solvent thing. I don't. I'm trying to think of like the form it would be in because naturally I'm thinking of like a spray, but it's a little too far away for that.
I like the idea that you have just like a green goo bomb and then like a blue goo bomb.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The blue ones undo it.
Oh, maybe you like press a switch on it and it switches to blue
Oh,
and it undoes it.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
I go, all right, I think you guys got him ready for me.
Mhm.
And I throw it up and I go to hit another one to his hand that's stuck to try to unlatch him and drop him into the rushing water.
Nice. I mean, he's so disabled at this point, I'm not even going to make you roll. Like, you chuck it. It's a perfect square hit. The thing releases the goo. It, like, covers the already existing green ectoplasm on his hand, and you see it start to fizz and bubble, and, like, the blue and green merge together and, like, start to turn purpley. And then, like, as it fizzes and bubbles and smoke comes off it, he, like, looks up for a second and, like a cartoon, like, hangs in the air and then just drops. He slaps into the water. I mean, he's all fucked up and disoriented. His hand is still not working, so he's just flailing, and the water just sweeps him out of the room into a pipe.
Hell yeah. I assume
Nice.
that'll probably short him out too while he's getting thrown away in the water, is that he's also electrocuting himself.
Absolutely. He's gone.
Oh,
He's
gosh.
gone.
Hell yeah.
The room is just like, there's broken pipes and fucking wires, just like water spraying. There's sparks coming out of the ceiling, but like it's finally quiet, you know what I mean? As he gets rinsed away, you all just kind of stand there in shock.
We gotta press deeper, but we should probably go slower, maybe, to get through that mess we created.
Well, do we even have a path anymore after your guys' little magic show?
Yeah, such devastation was unfortunately not my intention. But we must accept the consequences of our actions, I suppose.
A hard thing to control.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll follow your lead.
you could still go through, but it's just like, it's gonna hurt unless you find some way to bypass the water and electricity that is just absolutely spraying all over the entrance.
Yeah, this room is a little more treacherous now than it was when we first
So-
got here.
The tunnel on this side is cut off.
Yeah, also that
But-
this bridge over the tunnel is busted, collapsed in, so you guys are gonna have to like jump over the canal, or like you grab a busted old board or two that are like leaning in the corner from previous maintenance, and like slap them over the canal, and are like trying to cross on boards. You finally get to the other side, and yeah, there's the staircase here, and as you like get to the top of the platform, there is just water spray and a tub of electricity.
I mean, I'm just gonna grappling hook over. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, there you go. Markar's like shoots a grappling hook out of his watch, pulls a grappling hook gun out of his utility belt,
There you go.
and swings
I think
over.
all I can do is grin and bear it. Yeah, like Eli's just gonna try to like run and do like a jump over this puddle and try to like dive into any opening it can and just gracefully do like the cat roll and then get back up and keep going. But
All right, yeah. You all jump over in your respective ways. So there's like a broken pipe that's fallen here, and it's just spraying this water everywhere. What do you guys want to do to get past it? And then lots of dangling wires over like the entrance, shooting sparks.
oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, that's
Just
it.
trying to just cat-like reflex jump through it and see
I see.
minimize the harm as much as possible.
Sorry, I thought you meant the canal. Yeah, well, if you jump,
Oh yeah, no.
if you jump through,
Just
you
would've
straight
walked.
up just take 2 harm. There's no like, just directly moving. No speed is gonna save you from.
Yeah.
I can't like,
Um.
grit my teeth and try to shake off some of the pain.
You can shake off some of the pain. You can't shake off the nerve damage, I don't think.
Yeah.
We could theoretically go back
okay.
the way we came and try and find like an emergency shutoff switch for the electricity.
Well, actually, down there on the platform was the controls for the steam tunnels.
Yep, there's a panel right here.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Let's see if we can turn off this electricity.
Thanks for pointing that out, because I was about to do something stupid.
So I don't think I mentioned, but once you're this deep in the tunnel, all the lights are on in here now. Like this room is fully lit. All the tunnels around here are lit. But you flip the main breaker off. Boo! Everything powers down. All the lights go off. But the electricity does stop sparking.
That's when we pull all of our night vision goggles out that we geared up with.
Hell yeah! Everyone just like
Yeah, definitely.
love it. All right.
Yeah, the high pitched thing. Yeah.
So you stand in front of this giant, industrial-looking tunnel, water spraying everywhere, blinking orange emergency lights in the darkness, and you guys head into whatever's on the other side. Let's take a break there for like 5 and come back, and we'll finish the campaign.
Yeah. Cool.
Heck yeah.
Sounds good.
Actually, probably more like a 10, but we will be right back. All right, we are back. Oh no, did I resize my fucking Discord like an idiot?
Oh, yeah. Everything's a little bit gone.
Oh no.
Hold on, can I just... Oop.
There it is.
Boom. Easy.
We're back.
And we're back from break, yeah. Thanks for waiting, everybody. Let's jump right back into it. Welcome back. Thanks, Alma. Thanks for hanging out, everybody who's in stream and chat right now. We love you guys. I know these streams are a little longer and slower than action-packed speed runs. We love the cult. All right, let's jump right back in. So we left off. You are in this industrial-looking sewer room. One of you has already jumped through the... Oh, no, you turned off the electricity. You stepped through the water.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it's dark, but we've got our night vision goggles on.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Now, these tunnels on the opposite side, they get weirder and weirder as you go. They venture away from industrial, old school infrastructure, and you start noticing that there are electronics covering the walls, panels covering the walls the deeper you go, huge electrical cables being run down through the ceiling, all running down this tunnel towards this door at the end. You are obviously closing in on it. You open this giant, like almost submarine style door. You open a hatch and like swing a big metal door open. And on the other side is like a pump control room. It's, just a bunch of big consoles of computers and controls for the different steam tunnels. And this is more like the actual water and steam pressure flow than just the electrical panel that you had seen before. But built all around the room is a makeshift laboratory, very clearly. Huge, insane looking contraptions, strange metal beds, cages containing monkeys that scream as you come in, rows and rows of tubes and other just strange things, robotic arms mounted on tables to electrical wires, all that kind of stuff, all around you. And, hold on one sec. Let me check real quick. There's workbenches, operating tables, surgical robots. There's lots of surgical robots. Like the pre-existing steam tunnel panels have been changed into arms with saws and beds under them. There's the monkeys. That's about all you see in here, except for on one of the metal tables strapped down is a like middle-aged looking guy with little kind of intellectual glasses and kind of sandy blonde hair, and he's in like a nice looking bathrobe, and he's strapped to a table. And when he hears you walk in, he can't move his head. Like his head is strapped down, his arms are strapped down to this like stainless steel table. He goes, "Hello, is somebody there? Please help me."
I am not going to go up and talk to this guy. I am letting one of you do this.
Who are you? What's your name?
He's like, "Oh, thank God someone's there. Get me out of here, man. He's lost his mind. He's gonna make me like one of those fucking monkeys."
Who is?
Beech, obviously. Come on, quick. He could be back any moment. Please.
Okay, just calm down. What's your name?
I am Dr. Noble. Okay? I'm a teacher here. Who the fuck are you? Get me out of here, man.
I'm gonna look
Eric,
around.
flash the deets.
He just starts crying.
I just want to look around quickly and see where the other exit to the room is. Like, where would Dr. Beech come from if he's coming back?
Well, the room is large and filled with many, like, kind of giant test tube like chambers and things like that. You can't see the whole room really well. It's a big room.
Mm-hmm.
But like kind of vaguely through the shelves, you can see there's just a door on the opposite wall from the one you came in on. Again, you'd have to round about a lot of junk to get back there. Circumvent.
Eli would definitely would definitely start making his way back there as fast as he could to try to get this guy out of his restraints.
Okay, yeah, he's like right by you when you come in the room. I'll draw you another picture.
Oh, okay.
If you guys...
Sorry, I thought it was further back amongst all the stuff.
Nope, no worries. I'll draw you another picture. We'll just use the same square because it's roughly square again.
Damn, these square rooms. Who builds rooms like that?
So you come in the door at the bottom side. There's like 3 steps down into the room. There's big consoles like along these 2 walls, and a number of them have been, especially on the right side and like the one on the left too, have been altered into these weird surgical robots with arms. And then in the middle there's like I said, big tanks right in front of you filled with some sort of bubbling liquid. Sort of containment tanks like that. And then the next layer is just like work tables, different things. The guy on the stainless steel table is like right here to the left of the door. There he is. He's a little stick man. With a square head. And then behind that there is let's see, there's like another stainless steel kind of table here, some stuff over here. It all kind of like leads to this back door. Like I said, you can just kind of vaguely see it through the layers of stuff. So there's like an exit right here into another tunnel going this way. And in the middle of all that, there's one, you can get a glimpse of like one massive looking machine. It's like a cylindrical, tall, huge thing. It goes all the way up into the ceiling and what cables coming down, connecting it. Right in front of that exit back here. The whole lab kind of culminates in this one big machine. Back here. Sorry, chat, I'll make it so you guys can see the map. So the green thing is the machine, the blue are containment pods. You guys are somewhere abouts here. Oh, sorry, Pierce.
No, it's okay. I was just trying to help you.
So, Eli, you go and start letting Dr. Noble off the table. Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
undoing the
Trying to
cuff.
get his restraints off.
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh God, thank you. Thank you. They just came to my house, the fucking chimps in the middle of the night. He's like, I'm in my goddamn bathrobe. My wife's probably worried sick.
Don't worry, we're gonna get you home.
What are the rest of you doing while he's letting Noble off the table?
I'm looking around and kind of just speaking out loud into the air as I look at all of like the crazy sci-fi equipment. Dr. Noble, we're investigators and we're here to help you, but we're gonna need you to tell us everything you know about Dr. Beech and about Amy.
He's like, okay. There's a lot to tell. I think we should just get out of here. He can come back any moment. Listen, he went too far. I told everyone he went too fucking far. I knew that he was up to something bad. And Amy, I don't know. She disappeared. We haven't seen her in weeks.
She's been participating in guerrilla animal rights. Let's call it emancipation. She just let a bunch of primates free from like the zoo, and it's kind of a big deal. We wanted to know if she was in cahoots with Dr. Beech or if they're pursuing separate motives.
I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. She thought he was the smartest man alive. I think she was in love with him, and he just treated her like garbage. I mean, anything bad that had to be done to those apes, he made her do it.
Hmm.
I think we should be treating her more as a victim than a suspect then. I think Dr. Beech is the one that we need to get in touch with and put a stop to.
Well, do we want to get out of here now and come back, or do we want to lay and wait until he comes back and try to surprise him?
You hear a chuckling from the darkness the other side of the room, and a voice that says, I don't think you'll have time to do that.
Oh, shit. Guys, we're not alone.
You hear...
I shine my flashlight.
You see Dr. Beech walking around from behind the giant contraption, arms behind his back, pacing, like any good mad scientist would. And you hear a hoo hoo behind you, and you turn and look the hallway you just came down. There stands the one remaining robo-chimp and like 10 monkeys hanging from the pipes above it.
Oh, shit.
You're pincered in here. As Beech walks in, he's like, you're fools for coming here. Nothing can stop my plans now. As he kind of walks around the final table, you get a good look at him, and he has definitely upgraded himself as well. He has a weird head eyepiece thing that's fused into his skin and his skull. It does not look healthy, probably infected. He's got a giant robot pincer claw kind of hand and a weird backpack sparking the same kind of green energy that you see in the weird contraption that he's standing next to. And he's like, after I unlock the secret to etheric bionic binding, no one can stop me. I knew you could take souls from beyond, bind them to the equipment, power them forever. He like holds his hand up and clamps it as blue energy and green energy just like encircles the hand. And he's like, and now you idiots will pay. Everyone will pay. I'll be the chancellor of the university. I'll fund my own research.
I raise my pistol, my crazy 3D printed janky pistol, and I say, you've killed people, Dr. Beech. People have died because of your experiments. Countless animals and real human people.
Oh, and they won't be the last. He smiles, and then he goes, ooh, ooh. And you see green sparks shoot up through his headpiece and his eyepiece. And like you hear the same sparks come from the monkeys behind you. Their eyes, pupils go wide, and they just rush in at you from behind.
Oh God.
As he laughs.
What's the plan here, boss? We're getting swarmed.
We
Let's
have
see.
there's so many to deal with right now. There's so much shit around us.
Let's see if I have something for this. I'm going to pull out how would this manifest? Let's see. I'm gonna pull out a square sort of launcher device.
Ooh.
Out of my pack. I'm going to it's a tunnel behind us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to aim at the walls of the tunnel. I'm going to launch a square pad out of the device. I guess you can make sort of a square, like a four corners type of situation. Pop, 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 pop. And then flick a switch and activate magnets on them.
Ooh. What is the effect? Just creates like a big magnetic field that they can't run through?
Big magnetic field. Hey, if they got metal on them, we're gonna get stuck, or at least slow down.
I love that. Yeah, I'm all about that. I don't know. Maybe let's roll to see how effective it is.
Sure.
Probably roll sharp.
Sure.
We'll do like a pretty much act under. Or
Ooh.
sorry, don't you have a thing that lets you roll cool instead of sharp or something? I can't remember.
Let's see. Maybe that's another move that I don't have.
No, yeah, maybe. I'm sorry. 1 second. I'm gonna put a marker out for where these things are on the map before we talk about what happens to these. Let's see. Map markers. We'll use these. There we go. I'm gonna move everything. Don't freak out. Just to make it smaller.
Everybody panic.
I'm freaking out.
We're shrinking. What?
Okay, so the red one we'll say is the dock. Can you guys see the color?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. The one behind you
Yes.
is the chimp and the swarm of monkeys that he is with. You shoot your gun, you get a 6. So you want to do luck or take the failure?
Is that just a generic sharp roll? It would be like an act under pressure?
Yeah, I think it's act under pressure is what we're rolling here, really. Which again,
Right.
like I think act under pressure is actually cool, but I feel like calling for sharp in this case because it's more about your cool gadget than your shooting ability, I think.
Fair enough. In that case, I am going to use my bottle it up ability, which allows me to take up to +3 bonus when I act under pressure.
Nice.
For every +1 that I take, the keeper can hold 1 to spend it to give me -1 and any point later on.
Oh, interesting.
For 1-to-1.
Okay.
So I'm going to, I guess, just bump that up to a partial success at a 7.
Okay, so you just spend 1.
Yeah.
So I have 1 to
Nice.
spend against you soon.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, on a partial success, yeah, it will slow. Like I think, like a lot of the smaller monkeys that have electronics wired into them are getting stuck and fighting, like trying to pull their robotic limbs off of it. It thins the herd significantly, but not enough to stop all of them. Especially the chimp. He makes it right through, and he keeps coming for you. But yeah, you thin the herd significantly. I'm gonna say you do like 2 harm. We call it harm with like a swarm because it's, taking out a chunk of the swarm essentially.
Oh, okay.
All right, who's next? What are you guys doing? Beech just like laughs maniacally from the other side of the room. He walks over to like this surgery table and starts turning it on.
Hmm. Let's see if I can. Considering he's moving around and like doing stuff now, I want to like trap him in place.
Okay.
I throw one of my ecto traps at him.
Awesome. All right.
Just at his feet to keep him in place while we
Roll.
try to figure out the situation.
Roll. Cool. Act under pressure. It's a cool.
Okay.
Cool roll. Oof. You can mark experience, or you can mark luck and turn it into a success.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark my luck.
Okay. That turns into a 12. So are you trying to hit him in the feet this time, or the hands, or?
Yeah, just in the feet.
Copy.
Just trying to lock him in place.
Nice. So you throw your little ecto ghost bomb. It like hits him with a poof of smoke. The goose splats out all over his feet. He like lifts his feet twice. At first the goose stretches, but by the third time he tries to lift his feet, it's just concreted into place. And he's like, what is this? What confounded material? As he fights against it. He is already at the controls of the surgery table though. He just goes, huh, gives up and starts typing away on the keypad. He's like using his robot arm to activate other things on the table at the same time, and the big surgical arm like activates and lifts up, and the saw, like there's a huge saw on the surgical arm, starts just buzzing and whirring, and the robot arm starts pulling the table that Noble was on over.
Oh god.
Now you have him pretty much all the way unhooked at this point, Eli. He's trying to get his last foot thing off himself, and you're helping him, but the table's slowly getting pulled over to this giant robot saw arm.
Oh man. Oh god.
He's like, fuck!
Get
me out! Get me out!
Could I pull up my silver sword and try to cut the last restraint to get him free?
Oh hell yeah. Roll kick some ass. I love that.
Kick some ass. Let's see here.
Tough.
What is it? We'll just do that. Submit. Hey, that's a success.
Hell yeah. You step back very heroically and you say, I don't know, do you tell him to sit still? What do you say?
This might hurt a little, and he just swings down. Does his best to hit this restraint.
Okay, as chaos is erupting behind you in battle, and just like a giant robot saw arm in front of you, you take a heroic swing with your sword, and it makes a satisfying like ping as it, clatters to the floor. He rolls off the table, and Beech goes, "Damned it all!" And he goes, "Get him on the table!" And like a lot of the monkeys start running past you towards Dr. Noble. What are the rest of you doing?
Who hasn't gone?
Let's see.
Well, you just went, Ecto, right? You threw your bomb. Emmett, did you do anything? Have you fired your 3D printed gun yet?
Not yet. Not since we started the altercation with Dr. Beech. My instinct is to protect Dr. Noble. So if Dr. Noble hasn't gotten himself up off of the table, I would help him. And then just like, do we arm Dr. Noble?
And he's like, yes, fucking arm me. Give me a gun, goddammit.
Okay, take this. And I give him my janky 3D printed pistol, and I switch to my my freaking flashlight, and I get ready to start clobbering.
He looks at it and he's like, I don't think this is safe.
It's not. It's better than nothing though, so.
He just shakes his head and like puts his back to your back and starts aiming at monkeys that are now encircling him and you.
Okay. Now that I'm not armed, I want to try and channel my new abilities, and I want to try and cause some of these monkeys to explode with my brain.
Oh
Nice.
shit!
Yeah, like they literally encircle you. There was probably enough monkeys to like encircle two of you, or attack two of you at once. But the swarm is thinned enough from Eric's thing that there's only enough to really kind of surround you guys. So the rest of you are watching this happen, kind of from the top of the stairs there. You concentrate, Emmett, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
You do like Matilda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly like Matilda.
And roll weird.
Gives his little nose a twitch.
Uh-huh. Oof. Take experience, or do you mark luck?
Okay. I have a question. Does luck reset between sessions, or is your luck
Nope.
until you... Okay. I've only taken one luck. I'll go ahead and take another luck.
All right.
I apparently hadn't taken any, which I did not know.
Oh damn.
Maybe you just haven't
Don't forget
rolled.
your luck special also.
Hmm. My luck is also special.
What's your luck special?
When I spend luck, I can pick an aspect of the current situation, and the keeper will tell you what other conspiracies that aspect connects to.
Very interesting.
So I want to use my luck.
Cool. Do you want to know what other things you see that connect?
I do. What I want to know in my heart of hearts is, how is Amy related to what's going on?
You actually see on the counter here an open letter as you like pull him off, like an opened up letter laying on the stainless steel table from Amy. And it says something like, you just glance at it and it just says like, I think you're evil. I regret everything you made me do. It's like the two sentences you catch. I'm going to add another one, though, on top of it, an even broader conspiracy. You also notice that drawn all over Beech's body are like runes and arcane-looking symbols. And then you notice plastered all on the wall behind the surgery tables, like research from what looks like very old tomes, like ancient tomes even. You notice like a very specific arcane symbol that just strikes you as evil. Really stands out on all of these things and on his body. You think you've seen this somewhere. You've heard ringings of this throughout the supernatural community. It's tied to some sort of dark thing. You don't know what it is yet, but you do know there's a thread to something else there.
Spooky.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we definitely haven't been focusing as much on the supernatural, like ghost-powered machines. I think that's really cool. But I think right now we're focusing more on not getting killed by monkeys. So we can definitely research that when we get home.
Yeah.
But for now, I am reassured that Amy knows that what was going on was fucked up and that she backed off.
You know what? Can I retcon instead of a letter? Since you're doing the psychic power, you get like a memory flash of the location.
Oh hell yeah!
As like a byproduct of your magic, like you see an echo of like this tense, dramatic situation. Or instead of the things that she says in the letter, she says it to his face, and she like throws like whatever robotic she's working on at him, and she leaves.
What do they call that? Psychometry, when you have like remote experiences.
Yeah.
I think that's underrated psychic power.
You don't so much just see it as you feel the emotions and hear a few of the words that she said.
Whoa.
And 2 monkeys explode into a pink mist in front of you. Robotic parts go flying everywhere. They literally implode from your mind energy. About this time, though, the rest of the swarm descends onto you and to Beech. And I think Eli's also kind of standing there with you guys, right?
Yeah.
You all just get like swarmed and mauled. Everybody take 1 harm as monkeys just pour over you in a wave. Not everybody, sorry, Ecto and... not Ecto and Eric.
Just the 2 of us there.
And Beech, too. Beech is knocked to the floor, screaming.
Beech, too.
The chimp around this time, you can see Eric, he's coming straight for you down the hallway. Like, he's made it past your force field. He's going to straight up try and tackle you. Why don't you roll a kick-ass to see, a tough, to see how it goes.
All right.
He's straight up trying to do the spear like Goldberg on you. Ooh.
Not too well.
You take the harm and the tackle, or do you mark luck?
I'm gonna take it. Yeah.
All right, mark. I'm gonna say 1 harm as He just completely tackles you off of like the top stair of 3 steps, and you guys hit the floor and roll hard with him on top.
Oh, damn it.
His like robot arm like grasps you around the neck, pinning you to the floor. What's your harm at?
Just that one.
Okay. By the way, if anyone ever gets to 5 harm, let me know. Because that's when you become badly wounded, I believe. All right. Meanwhile, on the other side, Dr. Beech is screaming. He like reaches for a bunch of test tubes on the like nearby counter. He's spilling them all over because he's frantic, and he just starts pouring different shit on the goo on his feet. And then pretty soon, smoke starts pouring out, and he goes, ah! He's like, you think I didn't know about polybonding molecules? Ah, fools! And he starts stomping over towards Beech. Or sorry, Noble, who's on the floor, swarmed by monkeys with the rest of you. What do you do?
Ooh. Who hasn't gone in this round?
I think we finished up like once each.
Yeah, I think we all did go once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's back to whoever, is going. So we have Eric tackled on the floor fighting with an ape. So what do you do in response, Eric?
I'm going to grasp at my neck for a second and then reach into my I guess my suit jacket pocket and pull out a taser.
Nice.
Just right into his robotic arm socket.
Does your taser have a harm listed? Is that on your character sheet, or is this something coming from your armory?
Oh, that's just a gear thing.
Nice. Yeah. What's the harm listed and the tags?
Oh, I mean, it's not. It's like a gear
Copy.
extra stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me look at. Do I have weapon tags? Sure do. I'm going to say it does 1 harm, and the tags are hand, which means it's, melee. I think we could use restraining as one as well. At least temporarily. All right, real kick ass, real tough.
Let's do it. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Nice. So you're able to tase the thing, but his metal hand around your neck starts like electrocuting you a little bit for a second. You do cause 1 harm to yourself, but you also cause 1 harm to it and restrain it. It like rolls off of you and hits the floor, smoke rolling out of its electronic arm and face. It didn't kill it; it just incapacitated it for like a few seconds to let someone else have an attack. Ecto, you're probably the other closest person. You see Eric pull this move. This ape is now like trying to shake off this electrical shock on the floor. You have an opening.
Okay. I'm gonna swing away. I'm gonna go up and swing away at him.
Gonna Happy Gilmore this fool.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That quote from Signs.
Yeah, roll tough, and I'll give you a +1 to the roll.
Okay. So you may know about molecules, but what do you know about this? +1.
How you like them apples? Nice. All right, so you blast the monkey with the bat. How much harm does your bat do?
That's a good question. It does 2 harm.
And it's messy, right?
Yep, close and messy.
All right, you splatter blood and electronic bits all over Eric,
Yeah.
knocking the 8 back. You said 2 harm, right?
Yeah.
All right, he's looking pretty hurt at this point, but he's still up. He like rolls backward. I'm trying to think what like a mixed success could be here. I think this mixed success is that he just like rolls to a stop and he immediately like screams and jumps at your face, Ecto, teeth bared.
Okay.
And he's gonna cause 1 harm to you back.
All right. Ooh.
Meanwhile, Eli, Emmett, you're over here swarmed by monkeys with Noble. Beech comes over and he grabs Noble and with the help of the monkeys is loading him on the table while the monkeys are swarming you guys. And he's like, "You'll be mine soon. Soon I'll have control."
Eli's taking just like a big chop swing at this dude's arm that's holding Noble, trying to like see if he can cleave through it
All right.
with that silver sword still, just trying to fend him off.
Real tough. He's saying something like, "Soon you won't even be you. You'll be someone else. A demon spirit. A demon spirit who will help." And then he's like, "Ah!" As your sword just like sinks into his arm. You don't cut all the way through though, and the green glow of whatever this energy source he's discovered, the psychic energy he's using from these demon spirits, climbs up your sword, Eli.
Oh no.
It does like actually knock all the monkeys that are swarming you off, but it also, you feel inside of you like a darkness growing. You take damage, but it's more like psyche damage than anything. You feel dark voices invade your mind for just a split second, and then they go away.
I think like right after he sinks the sword, you see like kind of lets go as these voices are in his head. And he's like, and he backs up.
What? How much harm does your sword do? 2?
2, yeah.
Okay.
It's massive as well. And silver.
Well,
that matters.
the silver part is actually the only reason it worked, and you can see like little like wisps of this green materials pouring out of the arm and dissipating up in the air, each one with a little wail or scream or cry. Like these are spirits, like literally dead spirits flying out, like pouring out of the dude's thing and dissipating in the air like smoke now because you cut it open with this silver sword. He wails in pain.
He didn't seem to like that.
Meanwhile, Beech takes another harm from swarming monkeys biting all over his body. He falls out of the hand to the floor, and immediately monkeys jump on him, and he starts screaming and trying to crawl away. He takes one, and Emmett, you're still swarmed completely in monkeys. If you don't do something, you're going to take a harm for sure.
Okay. I am going to, being actively covered with monkeys, that's perfect distance to start garroting people. So I'm going to take out my garroting wire, and I'm going to start strangling monkeys.
Woo! All right.
In the monkeys.
Real tough.
I always forget you have that.
You never know when you'll need it.
The old piano wire. Nice. Wow, you've been rolling great today. Yeah, you finish a monkey immediately, and then you start going for another. You're able to like kind of shake them off. You're like standing off with them again. You've shaken them all off. Like 3 monkeys face off against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I grab a monkey and I start swinging it around above my head.
That's dark. I'm sorry. If you're an animal lover, they're possessed by demons. If that makes it any better.
They're possessed by demons. Yeah.
They're doing this
It's
out of necessity. So, yeah, you are just fighting your way through these monks. They you kill one, they swarm back. You take another harm as they all, cover your body completely, biting on you. It's really just 2 now. They're just kind of on your back and your shoulders, running around you and biting and scraping where they can. Meanwhile, Noble turns to you there, Eli, or Beech. Gotta keep confusing their name. Beech turns to you, Eli, with his broken robotic arm. Let me look here. He says something about... I gotta look at what his other powers are real quick. He's like, "You thought you've disabled me? I have many weapons!" And you see the symbol that was written on everything, that arcane symbol, is actually carved into his forehead, and it starts glowing blue. He pushes his robotic arm out at you, and just a green blast of this energy arcs like a what are the guns called from Ghostbusters? The proton pack.
Proton?
Yeah, proton pack.
It has that kind of arcing electrical thing, but it's the green energy from his arm. And And yeah, you can roll a act under pressure to try and avoid damage if you want.
Ooh. Oh, act under pressure. Where is it? So I don't know if this would apply here. This I've read about this sort of thing.
Yeah, if you want to roll sharp, go ahead.
All right, we will roll it. Mixed
Ooh.
success, 7.
Nice. So we'll have the damage. Instead of 2, you just take 1 damage from the blast. I don't know, what do? Do you like roll out of the way? How do you avoid some of the damage?
I think I tried to do like a spin move,
Nice. Cool.
like recovering from like the psiotic scream things from earlier and like letting the sword go. He tries to spin move and still gets clipped by it and like pushed away a little bit.
I gotta say, I'm really digging this. Like, Eli is an unlikely hero. He's been like so like kind of nerdy, and now he's like wielding a sword and like diving into combat. It's like kind of awesome.
Using magic.
And being
Yeah.
overtaken with darkness.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. All fun. Nice. Yeah, so you take 1 harm. It does ignore armor because it's magic. As he blasts.
That's cool. I don't have any.
Okay. He turns and he starts storming after you, trying to grab you with his half malfunctioning clamping arm. Eric, the ape that the chimp you've been battling is now squaring off against Ecto.
So it is. Now that I'm free, I can actually run up and grab some more of my gear that was knocked out of my hands, or from the bag that was knocked out of my hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab my Eric's signature melee weapon, the umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
The umbrella. I'm going to grab it and then with the umbrella hook around the chimp's neck and like yank it back. As I'm yanking it back, force an elbow into it at the same time.
Love it. How much harm does your umbrella do? Does it say?
No, it's just another gear thing.
Copy. So
Another like extra thing.
yeah, no worries. It's all right. That's why I like this game. It's just if it makes sense for you to have it, then you have it. We'll say it does only 1 harm, but I think that's all that you really need. The elbow will maybe add an extra harm in. Why don't you roll a tough to see how that goes?
All right. Ah.
Oh man.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna fire off a luck on that one.
All right.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
So
I'm at 3 luck
you
now.
finish this ape off. You probably just knock it unconscious. It just, lies on the floor. You and Ecto kind of sitting there panting, looking at each other, this thing on the floor between you. And that's when you hear Beech. Actually, I don't think he's coming for you anymore. Eli, I think after you roll out of the way, he storms over to his machine. And you guys hear him being like, "It's valiant of you to try, but it will be your death." So he plugs his arm into the machine immediately, this giant thing, and it starts just recharging him. When he does this, Ecto, you hear a voice ringing in your head. It says, "Ecto, you've been a bad boy. Come home. Come home.
Oh no.
I can feel you and every spirit around you."
Yeah.
Do you say anything, or do you just try your best to ignore it?
I think I ignore it and I kind of say out loud, "No, you can't control me anymore."
Nice. Why don't you roll a act under pressure? Cool.
Okay. I'd say the guys around me can hear it.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm rolling cool then. Ah, fuck.
Mixed success. That's not bad. 7. Cool. You say that, and it kind of echoes into your head, that thing, you can't control me. And the voice just replies as it fades away. It says, "Maybe not, But I know where to find you now. Always. You owe us. And then the voice just, like, disappears. Either way, you feel the dark energy off this machine increasing as it's being used. What do you do?
Is there any way? Is there any way we can destroy this machine? I'm trying to think of how the best way to break it. Any gadgets or anything that we have?
Yeah, I mean, you also have your magic blast, which actually might be a good candidate.
Oh, that is true. Maybe, yeah. I should bust that out.
You can tell me what that looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. Be magical force. So, I would think of it as like a shockwave that I push out with both of my hands.
Nice. Yeah, you've learned to control the like ether a little bit around you as a ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. So I love like we see you standing there with this resolve, this internal conflict, and you say like you can't control me anymore, and then you're just like blah, like anime style, like
Yeah, hell yeah.
blast the room. All right, yeah, you deal 1 damage to the machine. The machine starts sparking, and you see the green sparks travel up his arm as he's recharging himself. And Beech goes, ah, like yells in pain. And then he goes, come on, almost recharged. He's turning into Arnold slowly. You can't have my monkeys. The rest of you, Dr. Beech or Dr. Noble on the floor is knocked out unconscious from the monkeys, and they're turning towards the rest of you. There's a couple monkeys left. There's the machine, and there's Noble recharging himself. What are the rest of you doing? Eli, Emmett, what are you guys going to do? You see that Ecto has started attacking the machine.
I am inclined to get down and try and see if I can stabilize Dr. Noble, seeing that he's just been monkeyed to the point of unconsciousness.
It's been monkeyed to death. Yeah, absolutely. You can, isn't there a help out move? I don't think it actually works that way. We can just call it act under pressure again. That's kind of the catch-all. Cool, real cool.
God, dude, the failures in this room. This room's cursed.
You want to take the fail or you want to take a look?
I think I failed. I think I take the experience. I think it builds character.
Yeah, for sure. He's not responding. He seems to be fading out. Like he's covered in bloody bites. Like you can't stop the bleeding. He's bleeding out on the floor right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Eli. Things are getting bad. The monkeys have encircled again. Regrouped. There's about three total left now.
Watching Ecto attack this kind of machine and it doing what it, responding the way it did, kind of gives Eli an idea. But he knows it's going to take quite a drastic bit of resources. So he looks around the room and he shouts out, Sensei, this is going to get a little weird. But I want you to know that I've always respected you. And he pulls out his blessed knife. And he wants to attempt to use some big magic. And use, like, transfer life force, like living life force, into what I guess is this harnessing machine of spirit energy. To try to overload it.
Very cool. I like that.
Okay.
Sacrificing the knife and its holy energy as a uh, what's the word I'm looking for? As an ingredient to do so.
Okay, sure. So sometimes everyday spells and rituals, rituals that use magic aren't big enough. Big magic covers everything more powerful, such as bringing someone back from the dead, opening a portal. So this definitely falls under that. Closing a portal. You need to spend a lot of time, days or weeks, researching the magic ritual. Let's see. Decide the magical effect you want to make happen and tell the keeper. They will determine what you must do in order to cast it. So, let's see. You need some rare and weird ingredients. You have that. And you need a lot of people. I'm into that too. Because you're casting life force. You need to draw on everyone's life force in the room. What do you tell?
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to take some pain myself for this one, but sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, probably. What do they tell you, or what do you tell them to do? Like, do they start chanting like incantations with you, kind of thing?
Yeah, actually, I think it's like he takes like the knife and he has to like stab himself in the hand, and he holds that with that blade sticking through his hand. He holds that hand out and he's like, "Repeat after me.
Nice.
Lend us your strength, oh great and powerful lightness."
All right.
Lend us your strength, oh great and powerful lightness.
Great and powerful lightness.
All right, you all start chanting it as his blood drips out of his hand. Are you like dripping it onto the machine at this point?
Yeah, I think Eli would probably run as close as he could and like grab this machine and probably grabs Beech's like arm that's stuck in there too.
Yeah, you guys are like face to face, the green glow of the machine illuminating you both from below, you know, very cinematically, and you're literally snarling face to face, and he's like, "Don't do this, you'll regret this, don't you dare!" And you all start chanting the big magic together. You don't actually make a roll for this, but you do take 1 damage from cutting yourself, 1 harm.
Sweet.
After a few moments of chanting,
4 makes me unstable.
opposite blue energy starts to coalesce and swirl into the machine. Green energy starts to spark out. The lights are flickering. Wind whips up in the room. Everything goes crazy for a moment, and then a huge burst of energy as all the green explodes out of the machine. Like the machine literally starts sparking, exploding as you and Beech just like smile. Like you just smile in his face, Eli. And he starts screaming as the green like engulfs him like a fire. You see like his spirit being ripped out of his mouth with all these other spirits flying to the sky, and he just screams in pain. The voice Ecto in your head is saying, "We'll find you," like screaming as all this like chaos and magic is whipping around the room. And Eli, because the darkness touched you, you hear the voice say, "Ecto will find you." You like overhear the conversation. You get a glimpse into it. And then with the blink of an eye, it all stops. Everything settles. The lights go dark. Everything turns off. And then after a moment, whoop, the lights boot back up. You know, everything turns back on, and the machine is dead, just turned off. No color coming from it at all. And Beech literally looks like a husk, like a mummy with a robotic arm laying on the floor. The remaining monkeys just like power down and fall to the floor dead. Very tragic for them.
All right.
You all kind of look at each other. Does anyone say anything?
The agency's gonna have my head for this. They're all dead.
It's true. And you've marked a lot of harm. Well, actually, about that time, Eric, oops, you get a phone call. Your phone right at this time. Bring, 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 bring. It's Mr. Fix.
Yep.
You hear a voice. And it says exactly what you said. You're in trouble. Containment's on the way. But as your punishment, we're stationing you on a new job. You have no say in this matter.
Understood.
We need you to go to New Hope, Pennsylvania, immediately.
Pennsylvania! No! We're going to Penn! No!
And that's where we end our session. We zoom out from the room. We see cops and, Division 13 containment units descending on the building. We see like a montage of them swarming and around you guys, cleaning up the scene, taking in evidence, bagging and tagging all of this crazy science. Over the next couple days, the news stories come out that have been fabricated by Division 13, of course, to cover this all up. They do run a story about Beech going crazy and murdering the few people and releasing the monkeys, but they don't mention the super science stuff in the paper. Graduation goes off without a hitch. Apparently his plan was to crash the graduation ceremony and name himself Chancellor, is what you learn from his journals. What's her name? Amy Pritchard? You guys go to follow up with her the next day, and her house is empty. Amy has skipped town.
Oh, shit.
I'll find you, Amy.
Oh my god.
Not in a creepy way.
It's just so creepy. Sorry.
And we close the session with you guys all, I think Eric turns to everyone as you leave the basement of the mansion where you set up your base. And he says, you guys got everything? Like everyone's carrying gear and bags out. We end the session on a shot of Eric turning and closing the giant double doors to the basement mansion. And then the whip driving off into the cornfields of Illinois, heading east for Pennsylvania. Congratulations, y'all.
Hell yeah.
You solved
Good
the mystery of the damned dirty apes.
Stop the bad guys.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Good session, everyone. You guys did it. Let's do experience real quick.
Sure.
In case we ever play again.
Heck yeah.
I want to know more about Eric's fate and the group.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Where is it?
Do as the credits roll, we get the shot in the middle of Emmett went on to do blah blah blah.
Yeah. The Breakfast Club. Or Stand By Me.
Here it is. All right, at the end of the session, did we conclude the current mystery?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, we did. Did we save someone from certain death or worse? I'm going to say you, in the end, were able to save Noble. He did not bleed out.
Okay.
Nice.
So, yes, for sure. And on top of many more, probably a lot of people at the graduation ceremony would have been killed. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
That there's some kind of darker, archaic magic source.
Yeah, you guys got a hint of some very dark magic at work. The runes that Emmett saw, the etheric binding machine that he had made. Like, you guys knew he was binding spirits to these things, but you didn't know how or why. And now you've discovered all of his mathemagical devices and notes. Here's the other thing. The last thing that they found when they searched his laboratory, right before you guys came, he hit send on an email that sent his findings to a 8chan message board.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Not the Channers, dude.
Which means his mathematical information is out there in the world. The symbol, everything.
Oh man. We did not stop the spread.
No, but you definitely learned about the world in that sense. Did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned that Emmett and Eli could do magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Studying, yeah.
I think everyone in some way. Ecto got more of a glimpse into like the trouble with his possible Dark Master in the future, and the fact that he's running away from it.
And Eli heard that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Eli learned that. Yeah. With Eric, I don't know if we learned much yet, but obviously there's something deeper there. I feel like if we ever do another mystery, it will explore a lot more Eric's.
We learned Eric hates Pennsylvania.
True.
Maybe that's his hometown. Maybe there's a bunch of shit going on with Pennsylvania.
Oh, I like closing out the session with you guys packing your bags in the car, and I don't know, maybe it's Eli being like, why are you so mad about going to Pennsylvania? And we just see you turn to him and say like, it's my hometown, and like slam the trunk shut. That's where the session ends.
Yeah.
So your secret identity may be not a secret there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay, so you guys got one of the. If you get 1 or 2 answers yes, everyone marks 1. If you get 3 or 4, everyone marks 2. So everyone marks 2 experience for that.
Hell yeah. 3 out of 5.
Yep.
Anybody else level up or anything? No.
No.
We mark 2 experience. I go to 4 out of 5.
Nice.
That was awesome. Cash is there like that.
Cat wrangling.
Yeah.
Well, great session, everyone. Chat, I hope you guys super enjoyed this. If you're watching this on YouTube, I really hope you guys liked it. I really would love this to be like a once a year thing that we do. We just do like 3 sessions of Monster of the Week. And we revisit these characters. And honestly, 4 is a small group. We could bring in a guest person, you know,
Oh yeah.
to future mysteries. I think it would be.
I wouldn't move it down. Could be something new.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new town every time, which is really, really fun. But anyway, I hope you guys, the cast, had a good time. Thank you so much for taking the time to join. You've been wonderful players.
Definitely.
Oh man, I've loved this. It's
Yeah.
been a really good time.
Hell
It's been
yeah.
a really good time. Thanks for putting it together, man.
Oh, my pleasure, y'all. And yeah, that's the stream, everybody. We will see you later. Real quick, let's do a quick shout out. Again, I don't have my shout out bot set up, but you know who everybody is. But we got Markars. You'll be streaming tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah, it's the plan.
And Pierce, when is your next stream planned? Usually Fridays, if you're available.
Usually Fridays. I'll be gone next weekend, but we got to finish up the Resident Evil 4 remake so we can get on to Hollow Knight and Hyper Metroid, Super Metroid. That's coming up. So playing some fun stuff soon.
Nice. Eli, should we plug Emmett? Sorry, Thorny, God, so many names. Thorny, should we plug your YouTube channel? Do you want to? Do you care?
Yeah, we can. Part of a YouTube channel called The Boys Media LLC. It's just kind of new and starting out, so go check it out if you want to.
How do you spell it?
Zaboys. It's a
Z-
weird name. I didn't come up with it.
Zaeboys.
Zaboys.
The boys.
Yeah.
All one word, right?
Yep. Don't know where the name came from. Didn't get to decide it.
Nice. Yeah, go check out Jim. And Knucklebone, of course, will be featured on this channel many more times in the future, as he has many times in the past. And, you know, the one thing we didn't get to show off this time, I did a lot, you know, of the artwork for the stream overlay, but usually we have Knucklebone's beautiful MS Paint artworks to show off in our sessions. I'm sure we will in future sessions. He draws a portrait of every character he plays in MS Paint. And it's always fire. So check back on the stream to see many more Knucklebone portraits in the future, y'all. And thanks again, cast. You guys are great. And thanks again, chat. We'll see you next time right here on Normal Illinois.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.